You are welcome to the Nigerian Story Podcast, Episode 8, tagged The Promise, Part 3. Alright, you're welcome back to another interesting episode of the Nigerian Story Podcast. This is the 3rd of June, 2020, and I am your host, Aiyede Adigbala, also known as your political evangelist. This is a show where we explain the events, policies, and circumstances that have shaped our lives in Nigeria, and also to show how Nigerians themselves have influenced events and determined the quality of their lives. From politics, commerce, history, economy to leadership, we are going to learn from the past to suggest the way forward for the future. And this is our story. Yeah, I am so glad that you can join us this week. You can check out our previous episode at anchor.fm/the Nigerian Story Podcast. Note the Nigerian Story Podcast there does not have a space. You can check out our YouTube channel at Revive Nigerian Mission or SoundCloud at Revive Nigerian Mission. I want to appreciate Team's Global Concept for extending their hands of sponsorship to some part of this podcast. You can contact them for your instant data, be it MTN, Glo, anyone, at 0816 982 0197. They are tested and trusted. Alright, straight to the point now. Last 2 weeks we started a very insightful topic. This topic that can help myself and you to make sure that we have a better Nigeria, which we call it The Promise. I mean, we've done part 1 and we've done part 2. So from episode 6, episode 7, and this is episode 8. Please make sure you don't move away from your phone. And if at all you must move away from your phone, make sure you carry your phone along with you. Guess what? Our guest speaker today is a reputable scholar and a very big fish to the call. The Yorubas will call him a Janla. He's a professor of political institutions, governance and public policy in the Department of Political Science, University of Ibadan. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about no other person than Professor Emmanuel Remi Aiyede. He will be taking us on an insightful journey to review how Nigerians can hold their public office holders accountable. Prof, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, it has been said that accountability or demanding for accountability is the key to making public office holders keep their promises. Now, sir, speaking of accountability in the realest sense, how can Nigerians make the public office holders keep to their promises?
Well, I would say that it is in the character of politicians to make flamboyant promises and not to keep them. But the beauty of democracy is that if politicians make promises and they don't keep them, voters are expected to hold them to account. They can do this while they are still in government by airing their views and opinion through the media,
Okay.
by public demonstration,
Okay.
and by writing letters to those in authorities to remind them about their promises and the need to keep them. They can also join into society organization to press on these demands and remind the politicians about their responsibilities. The idea is that if they have to wait until another round of elections, they might suffer unduly. That's why it's important that while politicians are still in government, they try to hold them to account by all these means that I have tried to outline. In Nigeria, of course, it seems the society has not been very effective, but some of them try, and we can mention a number of them like Budget It and Serap, who have constantly put government on their toes. And you know also that Nigerians have also tried to enhance their capacity to do this, forcing the National Assembly to enact the Freedom of Information Bill. groups can take advantage of these provisions of this bill to try to hold governments to account. I believe that if the government are left on their own, they will do little or nothing. And that's why every means should be taken to empower Nigerians and draw their attention to this role they have to play in the interval between elections. If politicians are recalcitrant and still fail to keep their promises, then of course at the next election, citizens should try and vote them out. Of course, this idea in democratic theory does not seem to operate very easily in practice. That's why a democracy has to be progressively strengthened to ensure that this works. And it is for this reason of these difficulties that people say eternal vigilance is the price of democracy. So I hope that as our democracy continues to grow, Nigerians will develop the capacity to hold politicians and governments to account. And then, of course, the quality of our democracy, the quality of service delivery will continue to increase by that means.
Thank you, Professor. We are grateful. Now, I believe you and I know what we can do now in order to make our politicians keep to their promises. So the ball is in our court. You see, the problem we have in Nigeria, I say this often, is not because we have a problem, but our attitude towards the problem is the problem. So if we want to solve the problem of politicians giving empty promises, we need to do something about it. I mean, we need to start doing something about it right now. So our question of the week segment. The first question here is 1. Identify 5 campaign promises, if any, that this incumbent government in Nigeria promised but yet to fulfill. Question 2. Tell us how and what you're going to do to make sure that the government fulfill their promises. Send your answers to WhatsApp 081 338 714 80 or Revive Nigerian Mission at gmail.com. First winner stand a chance to get 1 gig. Second winner gets 500 MB. Join us next week as we are going back to our storyline. Expect the Yoruba segment soon. I want to sincerely appreciate my crew, Ms. Chineku Metu, Program Editor, Mr. Michael Alowoja, Head of Graphics, Ms. Yanu Olatayo, Graphics, Mr. Chibueze Metu, Graphics. Thank you very much. This is the Nigerian story. My story.
Your story. Our story. Thank you for listening. Please share your comments and reviews. You can join the discussion on our social media handle on WhatsApp at Revive Nigeria Mission on 0813-387-1480. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Revive Nigeria Mission. Join us next week as we will be telling another interesting story. Shout out to all members of Revive Nigeria Mission. We love you.